friends, today here's Hamza Hashmi and we will be discussing the case law of immigrants, the future of immigrants in USA and the consequences of their deportation on the USA, the historical background and legal amendments. USA is a land of opportunity which attracts the people around the world to come and seek good jobs, earn better livelihood. The beauty of US culture lies in its diversity. In fact, its diversity constitutes its strength. It strengthens the dignity of USA that it accommodates various nations, various cultures and various ethnicities in the USA. But the question of the future of immigrants is causing great alarming situation in USA. Because since 1970s up till now, there is surge in the immigrants, the population of immigrants. Up till now, it is reported that there are 11 million immigrants in the USA and 1 million cases of these immigrants is pending in the courts of the USA. The law of USA, unfortunately, initially it was against the immigrants because initially the people were white racist and they didn't like black people and other nations and considered them aliens and foreigners. For example, in this sense, in this pursuant, in 1889, Chinese expulsion bill was passed to expel Chinese from the USA. But of course, there were also those legal amendments which favored the immigrants. For example, in the regime of democratic era, there were leaders who enacted bills in favor of the immigrants to benefit them and grant them privileges in their countries. For example, Barack Obama in his era enacted two important bills, two important laws. One was DACA bill and second bill was DREAM Act. These bills were intended to bring reforms for immigrants, to provide them visa, to stop the separation of American-born child from their parents, to prevent their unfair detention and to allow them to settle in the USA. But unfortunately, following the regime of Barack Obama, Donald Trump, when assumed the office, he overturned and reversed all policies of the Barack Obama. He called the bill, DREAM Act bill, as illegal entity and he executed few orders which put the situation of the immigrants at stake and maligned their position. For example, he imposed ban on 7 Muslim states. Secondly, he imposed ban on Libya, Syria, Iraq. And with furtherance of it, he also imposed zero tolerance policy to curb the immigrants who are coming from borders through illegal means without any lawful excuse settling in the USA. But after the Donald Trump regime, while there was surge of coronavirus, there was a huge deportation of the immigrants from USA to their own states. Following the regime of Donald Trump, when Joe Biden assumed the office, he pledged his nations and people of America that he will restore the policies of the Obama, which were the DREAM Act bill and DACA bill, to benefit the immigrants in the USA. Who are immigrants? Immigrants are basically those people who were persecuted in their state, who were stripped of their rights, freedom and liberty, and facing severe hardships and tyranny in the hands of rulers. They fled from their states and sought asylum in USA. USA initially was kind enough to grant accommodation to those immigrants. But with passage of time, there arose a lot of concerns as to future of immigrants because immigrants were considered as a population pressure on the people of the United States of America, because these immigrants didn't get any job and they were committing crimes and infringing law and order and bringing chaos throughout the USA. Secondly, there was delay in granting citizenship to them, and resultantly they were unable to cast vote, and they were not granted mandate of electoral college, and they were not able to cast their vote for their favorite candidate. In that way, they were kept aloof from political process. Thirdly, in the regime of Donald Trump, the immigrant courts were highly partial and biased, because the prosecutors in those courts were also the judges, and these institutions and these courts were highly politicized, and they were under intense pressure of Donald Trump and the agencies which belong to administration. Now question arises, what is the future of immigrants in the USA? Will they be at stake, or will they be benefited in the USA? Because it is undeniable that they constitute a huge portion of US population. In recent poll, 76% of population of USA favored the immigrants and said they constituted a significant portion of USA. When they will be deported, resultantly there will be a vacuum of labor force and workforce, and it will be hard for USA to overcome this vacuum as soon as possible. Now, what are solutions to it? As far as solutions are concerned, first of all, the immigrant courts, which are state courts, must be held free from the encumbrance of political pressure, of administrative pressure, and they should grant them asylum, and they should not withhold their decision from granting them visas and passports, and must provide expedient, free and inexpensive justice to these people. They are downtrodden, they are needy people. Neither they should be separated from their families, nor they should be detained unlawfully, unfairly in jails. We will come forward with new videos. Don't forget to subscribe the channel and press the bell icon button. Thank you very much.